3, 2, 1, and start.
Pussy
Penis.
Oh, that's good.
So there's a lot of people that want to come onto the podcast. If we're gonna do like our community, right? Let's do a like I'm down to do like a game show style. Where like
like have like a bunch of people on and like
Yeah.
like I said, so whoever wants to go into it, we would have them in like the general chat with their voice already on there. Once we'll do something like we'll make up 100 different questions on like a random question generator type thing, right? Let's say there's 10 people. We'll pull the person from the general chat into the A team, into our thing right here, right? Then we ask them the question. We'll have like a timer thing on here, however we do that, and they have to answer the question, and then we'll see if they get the points or not, and then we'll like do the progression thing, like ask them 3 questions each, and then whoever has the most points, like 50% of them move on to the next round, and so on and so forth. Maybe even do like a giveaway or something like that. We'll figure something out like that.
Sure. I mean,
yeah, I know a bunch. I mean, I'll put some money into a giveaway, but I know there's plenty of people that want to be on. So
Winner gets this thing right here.
For sale.
She's looking around like, I'm gonna be leaving this place.
It looks broken.
Well, we can definitely do like a game show type. And if you want to get like multiple guests on at the same time,
yeah,
we get Mason on, we get Steve on, we get
DJ wants to be in it.
We get DJ on.
Anyone in our community, we'll make a post. I don't know if all this will be in this podcast, but if you're listening, if this is in it, make sure to check out the Discord, and we'll have something posted probably soon. So another thing, for some reason, I really loved this idea. You know how bad, since we don't live that far from each other, you know how bad I want to have like an area that we all go to and record from, and we just get 3 fucking love sacks with like what a love sack is? A beanbag.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, you say 3 guys in a love sack, just it sounds wrong.
3 separate. 3
I want to share mine with Arcade though.
Okay, then by all means,
I'll just go like this right on his thigh. Just how you doing, buddy?
Like we have 3 beanbags, and we have like our mics, and we're just like chilling on the podcast. But then I was like, it wouldn't make sense because then we have like Blakers and Six that are like not there with us.
They could be guests.
Is that pissed?
Yeah.
It's fucking tea, dickhead.
What we can do is, if we can get like a laptop or a computer there, we can have it set up so that we'll have an extra beanbag for Blakers and Six, and we'll just put their video on top of the beanbag.
Yes.
While we're sitting.
That'd be sick. I mean, I don't know if we have the means of doing that. What do you think, Kenny?
I think we have an oversized beanbag chair still at Amanda's.
I'm not worried about the beanbag as much as I am.
I'm just saying, and I have a laptop, so we can use that.
I have a laptop.
If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do that, you need to put plastic silverware on Six's beanbag.
Paper plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And then we just have Blakers not there because he's not showing up anyways. So.
Yeah. Right.
Bitch, I'm getting married on the same fucking day.
Is that for reals?
Since fucking when?
I'm dead serious. We decided this after the baby was born. I just completely fucking spaced it. Yes, I forgot my own fucking wedding.
That's right.
So do two weddings at the same place. Like, let's get them both done.
Yeah, imagine how that side's gonna work out. Hey, we're going to New Jersey to get married, or hey, we're going to Indy fucking Hannah.
Well, they already have the venue and all that booked, so that would definitely be a no-go.
So do we.
Well, I feel like you're just a liar. I feel like if you went in right now and said, Sam, what is the date we're getting married on? Without saying the date, be like, don't go in there and be like, aren't we getting married on this date? If you just go in there and say, what date are we getting married on? No shot she says it.
Hang on.
No, he's going to go primer first. No,
I'm not.
Our text message on the way.
Listen, if you don't want to come, just tell me you don't want to come. Don't give me this.
Okay, let me tell you this. If I'm not at the wedding, I'm still going to find a way to come to New Jersey.
Well, this summer.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told Sam. Like, because we were talking about it today, and I said, "You ain't gonna believe this shit." She goes, "What?" I said, "Well, Monkey's getting married on the same day we are." She goes, "No shit." Yeah, and I told her like I'm probably gonna go up to New Jersey this summer, so you could fuck off.
Well, we have a lot of shit planned for that. That's
Listen.
going to be it's a crazy long weekend.
If you take off a week, I'll take off a week of work.
I don't know if
Or
I can take off a week though.
Or if you want to do a weekend thing, I don't care.
I usually work like Monday to Thursday, so I could probably fly out Thursday after work.
Oh, perfect.
Okay,
So it'll be a
I'll
Thursday
take off
night,
Friday.
Yeah, because night, Friday, Saturday, and probably all day Sunday. Fly back in like Sunday morning or something.
So, all right. So either way, we'll play on that after the podcast. But so what do you guys think about the Batman movie just coming out? Anyone gonna go see it within the first week? You guys waiting? Is there any?
I'm not gonna watch it at all.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
I don't see 6 here. Why are we talking about Batman?
I might see it next weekend.
We like.
Next
I'm
weekend.
I'm
yeah.
just not into that shit.
It looks good. It looks good to me.
You don't like any
Is it-
action hero? Like,
Isn't like the Riddler in this one?
Yep.
who's playing it? Better be Jim Carrey.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't remember the
Should've.
name.
What country would you want to visit the most? And I'm not talking. I'm talking after all this shit. After COVID.
Germany.
Germany. Explain.
I've always been fascinated with their way of life and their language. I enjoy their beer more than I enjoy American beer. So yeah.
Fascinated with their way of life. The German way of.
What is the German way of life?
Yeah, what is the German way of life, Kenny?
I guess they're very like
angry.
Yeah. Loud and obnoxious.
I'm just glad he didn't say that he's fascinated with their history, because that probably would have, you know.
Hey, they reformed.
Yeah,
they reformed.
Oh, we can also, if you want to, we can have Dex on the podcast too. He's from Germany.
Who's I don't
the
know.
German man.
Sure.
If you want to.
Hey,
love a good German man.
Someone from.
You love a good German man.
Okay, my answer would be Japan.
Hey,
and like
Monkey,
Tokyo
listen to
and
this.
stuff like that.
Doesn't count. He was gone for way too long. He was gone for way too long.
Come here. Monkey, I want you to listen to this, okay? What day are we getting married?
May the 14th of next year.
Blakers, it doesn't count. You were gone for so fucking long.
Yeah,
It's making a bottle.
It was planned out.
It was yeah, that's
planned. Set up.
You're all going to hell.
If we don't see wedding photos, all right, here we go. For everyone listening.
Yeah, the one from
if
her
we
thing
don't
is back
see
there.
wedding photos from both people, Monkey and also Blakers,
with timestamps.
Yeah, with timestamps.
I want a newspaper.
Then, like on those days, whoever's lying gets removed from the podcast.
Oh, I'll gladly go. Fuck y'all.
Whoever's lying is to get a divorce.
Is it Blink?
Okay, I'm just gonna change my date now then.
But
so,
yeah,
I would go with Japan. Because they have like a very minimalistic lifestyle. Plus Tokyo, you know, they got their gaming cafes and
we have gaming cafes here in Jersey.
Where?
We've actually been to one.
What was it?
Are they cool?
What town is that?
Edgewater.
Are there people who sleep in there play Counter-Strike for 12 hours a day?
Oh no, that's just weird.
No, I mean they literally like live in there. Like not actual beds. Like you said, sleep in there. No, but like there's people that just don't leave. Like they're there playing.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's. We'll bring you there if you want. Steve actually showed us the spot. We went there, and yeah, there's people that are like, the only time they get up is to get out and smoke a cigarette, and then they come right back in. And they have
gaming so stressful.
Yeah. You know, when somebody jiggle peeks a corner in Valorant and then fucks you up with an op. Just, you need to smoke after that.
Definitely.
Jiggle peek?
Yeah.
Jiggle peek.
What the fuck is jiggle peek?
When you jiggle around the corner.
You go like this and you jump and then you come back to where you were originally.
Is that
people?
Isn't jiggle just a little strafe around the corner?
What are they?
Because you jiggle.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. You just get shot.
No, he's very quick. It's just to get just to see what's out there, and then you go back in the corner.
The one they do in the competitions is when they jump out.
Yeah,
and
I've seen
back.
that, but that's just debate. I don't know if that's called a jiggle peak.
I think it is. I think you're just high.
No.
So anyways,
high.
I think the country I would want to go to is either, I'm like tied between 3. Scotland, Italy, and Ireland. Scotland, so it would depend on the time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Italy, I would want to go probably.
Isn't Scotland and Ireland basically the same thing?
Oh God, no. That's no. So Scotland, I would want to go during the what are they called? The something games, not Outlander games.
Hunger Games?
Yeah, the Hunger Games. Scottish games. Let's see what it is. The Highland Games. I would want to go during the Highland Games, which is May to September. Fucking
insane. Like the
insane.
Atlas balls and shit like that, or is that that's the world's strongest man, right?
Well, they do that type of shit too.
It's like what they do at White Castle.
They
right?
Kenny, the one where they where they take like
Shut
like
the fuck up,
an
Arcade.
entire. What do you say?
Go ahead, repeat yourself. Repeat your dumbass self.
It's like what they do at White Castle, no?
What?
Like jousting and shit? No?
White Castle. Okay, sweet. Yeah, exactly what Arcade is saying. Just more intelligent. So no, they take like telephone poles and they throw them as high as they can. It's just like brute force fucking sports.
Oh,
like it's
okay.
insane shit.
Yeah,
But,
Blakers wouldn't do very well there.
No.
I would want to go there, or like I said, Italy during the summer, or Ireland would probably be like pretty much any time, just to experience the land. But
Ireland's my fucking family's home country, so I mean, I'd be down
you don't
for
say
You don't
there, leprechaun boy.
it.
I just heard a whistle. Get off the fucking game, you twat.
I'm not on a game.
So what's in your hand?
You're gonna lie about that too, huh?
What does your shirt say?
Daddy?
Yeah.
Daddy. Yeah?
What does it say?
Like, daddy bear, some shit like I don't fucking know.
Look down.
You don't know.
Fucking read it.
Oh, Daddy.
There you go. Daddy
Daddy
bear.
bear.
Holy shit.
I think Arcade's entering a different dimension.
Oh, he's gone.
Before it got bombed, Ukraine.
Seriously?
Dead ass. I actually wanted to go there because you can do Chernobyl tours. What was your reasoning?
It just seems like a good looking country.
Really? What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, like have you seen pictures of it and shit before it got bombed? It looked fucking good.
So another thing I was actually thinking about is, when you guys were younger, you went on like your first date with girls, and most of the time when you're younger, they're dog shit. Like whether it was, bowling, the movies, fucking all this type of shit. Growing up now, what is the ideal first date?
The bedroom.
Okay. So
Ideal first date.
Yeah, I'm talking like where could you go to meet somebody, see what they're about, have fun?
The library, because then she's got to be quiet.
That was a good one. Definitely like an action date, like definitely like something, like mini golf or something like that.
Axe throwing.
Mini golf is action.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
like moving around, like doing stuff.
something fun, but not. I don't like a food date, because it's
I took Sam to a
just,
shooting
like,
range.
sitting and talking. Like
That's actually
boring.
not a bad one. If the girl's down for it, it's not a bad one.
Oh yeah, dude. Like she
Yeah.
grew up around guns because of her dad and her brother, and like I said, hey, let's just go shoot guns for a night. Why not? Yeah, I'm in.
He's like, if she doesn't end up killing me, maybe I have a chance with her.
Yeah.
So what was yours? Like throwing axes or something?
Axe throwing, yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenny?
That was mine.
That
Axe
was
throwing was
Kenny's.
mine.
Oh, I thought that. Okay. Arcade?
Oh, well,
You said
something.
mini golf.
I said mini golf as an example, but like maybe like archery or something like. Again, like
That'd be cool.
What a
yeah,
outlandish
in the same.
thing.
Arcade would bring her to an arcade and
To
be
an
like, "Now you're
arcade.
inside me."
Yep. Bring the butter as well.
It's been a while. You might want to bring the lube. I call it butter.
You know what I like is like the wine places. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Bougie
no,
fuck.
I don't want to say winery, but like during the fall,
Vineyard.
like yeah, like you go to a vineyard, try all the ciders, you do the fucking
Well, cider's a cidery.
The wine
Yeah.
tasting.
bro, they have cider there too, dick.
Or if you're just talking about tastings in general.
Tastings in general, then. Like the one up by Amanda's. That one had multiple things. They had
Oh, the one
like,
we went with, like Anthony Ashley and
Yeah.
Peter Axe and stuff.
No, I don't know. She wasn't in the picture then.
Oh.
I was fifth wheel in that bitch, squeaking it. But yeah, so something like
Fucking
that.
cringe.
Something like that. I can what?
I said, don't do that again.
That's why I said cringe.
I
think you
did. Don't do it again.
Yeah, something like that I think is like the best first date because it's like, you know, there's like you're just chilling, talking, and you get to actually like interact with the person. You know, you don't have to the whole like, you know, throwing axe thing or shit like that. It's like, okay, to be a gentleman, yes, you're supposed to let her win. But if you're competitive and you still end up losing, then you're not gonna want to date her. It's like, nah, she just shit on me.
All right, so when I went down the shore with Amanda, we went axe throwing on the pier, and I was actually trying my hardest, and she kicked my ass in axe throwing. She was getting fucking bullseye after fucking bullseye, and my bitch would not stick. I was just going bong, bong, and she was actually
You
getting
gotta not throw it
bullseye.
like a pussy.
No, it's because I was throwing with one hand, and the guy's like, throw it two hands, and it'll actually stick.
He was like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not doing that.
I threw it with two hands, and it actually stuck.
Did anyone notice that Joe is the hairless cat of this podcast? Like, everybody has facial hair, and then there's fucking Joe.
I just shaved today.
What, your
But
fucking peach fuzz?
I shaved my beard. It's like the same thing as Kenny's beard.
I don't know if I ever. Did
No,
you
it wasn't.
usually have a beard?
No, it
He's
wasn't.
smiling so
No.
fucking hard.
Yeah, no, I can't really grow a beard.
Did you ever see Joe Dirt?
Nope.
That's how it grows. All
Listen,
white
bitch.
trashy like that.
It comes in white
The-
trash,
Curly.
but no,
The
my hair,
fucking, what is it,
my hair
muffin
gets
chops
curly.
or whatever?
Muffin chops. You
Mutton
fat
chops,
bitch.
whatever it is.
Mutton. The only thing muffin is your fucking top.
Hey.
Muffin top, bitch. Do you even know what a fucking muffin top is?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how you get that from me.
Because literally, like 2 minutes ago, your camera was at a certain angle where your belly was showing.
I'm fat, okay? I can't help it.
He's like, I have a kid. I went through pregnancy.
I got a dad bod. What's your excuse?
This is just baby weight.
Shit. No, bro. Supposedly, like, I mean, I've seen it happen when you're, you know, with your girlfriend, wife, whatever, and she's pregnant. Like, you'll gain weight too because she'll be like, "Oh man, I'm really craving chicken nuggets. Can you run out at 3:00 in the morning, go pick
Right.
them up?" And it's like, well, I'm here. I'm not gonna get myself some nuggies, you know?
You're
Yeah,
not.
no
You're
doubt.
not wrong, dude.
My girl's not pregnant, but yet I still have to go through that shit.
It gets
Oh,
worse
you
when they're
poor-
pregnant. Trust me.
Yeah,
You
she goes,
poor baby.
no, because she'll go, oh, we're going to go on a diet for the wedding, and then like this weekend, she goes, you want to get Chick-fil-A? Like, what happened to the fucking diet? I was like, no, and then we get Chick-fil-A.
They have salads, I think.
Don't think they do.
They have grilled chicken.
Chick-fil-A.
I think they do.
Chick-fil-A has salads.
You
Well,
don't
that's
go
not
to
why people go
Chick-fil-A and
there.
get a fucking salad.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah,
eating
I'm just saying
healthy,
they fucking have them though.
You don't go there for salads though.
Is
do
your
you?
diet no meat?
I don't.
Huh?
Is your diet no meat?
No.
No.
What?
Wait, are you a
So then-
vegan, Arcade?
No. Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
I would never.
Do you guys know that Blakers is a vegan?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It all makes sense now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking at our old podcast.
Mhm.
Has Six only partaked in 2?
2.
Yeah, we talked about this.
2. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like dumbfounded.
One was by
it.
himself, and then the other one was actually like when it was just us 5.
That's
Six
the
is a
last
little
time.
bitch. That's why.
That's crazy.
Dude, at this
Wait,
point, he's a fucking guest.
Yeah, the TikTok fame's getting to him. All the farmers only, fame is getting to him.
We were playing Search,
Mhm.
and Blakers was trying to get people's emails, and he was trying to get mine. I'm like, I'm not giving you my fucking email. Fuck off. And then Six goes, here, you can have my email. So he gives his email.
So,
And
not hang on, not to cut you off. I said it was for wedding invitations.
But yet you cut me off. So,
Fuck off. I don't care.
so then he gave him his email,
Mhm.
and Blakers sends him what you said. Oh, check your email. He checks his email and goes, "What the fuck is this? Is that farmers only fucking application?" And then he just starts laughing. And goes, "No, I signed you up." Oh man.
Did he get any
And now
matches?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said
He
he
had 16 emails.
Those are matches?
I guess so.
I don't know, but he had 16 emails by the next morning.
Damn.
By the way, in his bio, it said that he raised ostriches or something like that, or llamas.
Yeah, his fucking TikTok's in there too.
That's great.
But
Did you see that TikTok? Did he send you the TikTok, Blakers, of the person that was on the other team that recorded us?
I don't think so.
There's someone on the other team. What was their name, Joe? Do you remember?
For what?
The person that was like on the other team one day, and we kept on saying Six's TikTok.
I don't remember her name. I don't think it has importance. But why, you want to shout her out or something?
No, but I kind of want to show the TikTok.
Hey, you can shoot sometime today. All right, thank you.
Damn. What the flip McNiz
You
was
did
that?
it way too well. Okay.
That's a grown ass man.
Yeah. All right, that is enough.
King
Six 44 on TikTok.
Oh God. People are
was
fucking
me
weird,
moaning.
yo. Oh.
I don't know how to exit
Oh,
this.
that makes sense.
There we go.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was me moaning.
Fits.
Not proud of it.
You've done it way too well.
I wasn't streaming, so I was just kind of like having fun with it.
Sorry, that it ended up making a clip for somebody. Unlike the shit that is supposedly getting clipped by that asshole that we played against the one time. Yeah, Blakers, were you there when that kid was being a real douchebag and Allie said, "Oh yeah, I used to play with him."
Yeah, that the sniper guy.
Yeah. Bro, his girlfriend was in the background. She was on his Twitch. That was the other viewer that he had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like there was like 2 people watching his Twitch, him and his girlfriend. The only reason I know that is because his girlfriend was the one that was typing into the chat constantly, because he turns around, it's her. I look at the person's thing, and she has a Twitch as well. And he was talking all this shit, and I was like, what is this guy's problem? And Allie was like, oh, I used to play with this guy. He purposely, and he actually has a command inside of his Twitch that's exclamation mark toxic. Didn't even care to see what that was. But Allie said, yeah, I used to play with him. That was before he was like a toxic piece of shit. Just so you guys know, he's going to try to provoke you. This way he can get a clip out of you, like trying to be an asshole to him. I was like, okay. I was like, I'll just be calm then. I was calm the entire time. And he was like, kept busting balls about, oh yeah, phase your name, phase one. I was like, whatever. I was like, I don't give a shit. And he was trying to say, like, act like as if I sucked. I ended up going 18-4
Yeah.
in the search game, and he went 3-9, 3-10. And I was like, how are you still busting my balls? Like hear me out. If you want to say that you're this great player, and if I'm putting phase 1 of my clan tag, that you're getting 3 kills
Yeah.
and then I'm getting 18 in the same lobby, I'm pretty sure that says something about the skill difference.
Yeah.
And he was just like I said, he was just being toxic like constantly. And
I think he had committed in the beginning, right? He committed to being toxic, and no matter what your score was going to be, he had already talked shit to you. So he has to keep going.
Wait, were you there?
I was there.
Oh,
I don't remember you being there.
neither do I. So
you
it was us
remember-
for Allie.
You went to a different party. He invited you to
Yeah.
a lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there.
Well, I'll explain
He's
to
just a
everybody.
very forgetful person.
He's quiet. Sometimes you're a little quiet. But anyway, so yeah, when he invited me into his party, I don't know if I told you guys this, but he was first of all, I watched back his stream to see how much shit he was talking about us. And so when I'm talking like I was like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna have a difference in my voice. I'm just gonna stay like this and just talk monotone. Like that's what I did. And he was making it sound like I lowered my voice
Mhm.
during the game, and I was like, no, I didn't. I was just talking like this, so it was monotone. And I was like, that's not somebody lowering their voice. I was like, oh, it's not like I start going like this, like, hey, I'm 6, follow me on TikTok.
I'm Patrick.
Yeah, like I
Being
was like,
644 on TikTok.
yeah. So he was just making up this like this shit, and I was like, it's just super cringe. And when I was in his group, he was like, he was like, holy shit, he actually joined, and I was like, what's up? And he's like, you got anything to say for yourself? And I was like. It's like I was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Why'd you invite me?" And then he's just like, he's like, he just kept repeating himself, like, "You have anything to say?" And I was like, "I was told by a teammate that you are toxic on purpose to force clips out of people." And then he goes, "You said that." And I was like, "Hold on, let me try this again." I was told by a teammate to watch out because you are going to be toxic because you try to force clips out of people. And then Blakers, I didn't mention this to you, but they thought it was you that they used to play with. Because the one I watched the stream back and they were like, "Oh yeah, Blake, yeah, we played with him for a little while." And I was like, I doubt it. I was like, probably not. Either way, so I end up saying like he was like, what the fuck did he end up saying to me? Some stupid shit like like he just kept asking the same question like he was like, you have any original thoughts for yourself? And I was like, so I have nothing to say. I was like, you know what, you guys have a good night, you're all dog shit. And then I left. I was like, I'll leave you a little spice there at the end. And then for whatever reason, that like boring ass interaction, he was like, clip it. And then you hear his fucking girlfriend in the background like, oh, I'm gonna clip it for you. It's a TikTok video. And then she like posted his chat. It was just him and her in the chat, so it was even that more cringe. Like the homie, just send it to his text it to him. You don't even got to send it in the chat because you're sitting behind him. Don't even bother texting him. Just hold it. Just sit there. It was the cringiest fucking thing. And I was like, man. So I blocked him on all social medias because I was like, I don't even want to see shit. I don't care. It was just the weirdest
I kind of want to
interaction.
see the clip that comes out of this. It can't be that good.
There's nothing he can get. There's nothing that he could possibly make out of it to make it a click-through rate for any social media. You know, like unless he makes up some sort of lies. Like I don't even know. It was like I said, one of the weirdest interactions I've had on a search and destroy game I think ever. Because I've gotten invited into lobbies after matches to try for them to try to talk shit. I've never really joined because I don't care to hear what they have to say. But to have like that like weird interaction with like you're gonna try you're like I wasn't toxic during the game mode, which is fucking rare for me. I'll admit it. I think wait. I did all right. I was toxic at one point. I won't even like get into that, but I wasn't my normal this guy's a piece of shit. I'm gonna really go at him. So I was like the one time that I try not to be toxic and someone's gonna try to get a toxic clip out of me. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like I was getting fucking baited the entire time. It was weird. It was a weird situation.
If you look at Kenny's Instagram, I seen one where it's like somebody started talking to her. You literally were chlamydia. Shut up, bitch.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I
You
mean,
got
I
good
don't.
comebacks though, right? Like if someone's gonna be toxic to you, you gotta then you be toxic back, right? But if you're if you're initiating it for no reason, like that happens a lot in COD, where it's just like the match ends and it's like, all you are dog shit. Fuck you. Lots of shit gets thrown around for no reason other than I don't know.
Just to make themselves feel good. Yeah. Like I said, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know why I even bothered joining the. I think I joined that party just to like purposely waste his time and not give him anything clip worthy, but he still ended up having
You
his
did
fucking
good, soldier.
But no, clearly not, because there must have been something I said, and like I said, I
No.
literally give him nothing to work off of.
Mhm.
Like if you see that on TikTok, you're gonna be like, man, the kid that he's talking to has the most monotone, boring voice. I'm scrolling past. Like I gave him not even like me raising my voice, or didn't even cough, nothing, like nothing. Like didn't slip up in my words. Like it was just weird. But somehow it's getting clipped in.
I'm surprised he picked you out of everyone, because everyone was like kind of being like the same way. You know, I think he just picked you because you were on top.
It was because he had phase.
Maybe.
Bro, but here's the thing, like listen, I don't put phase like now I do it as like a trolling thing. The phase 1 thing's over. And I didn't even submit for it. Like I didn't even bother submitting for it. But now I keep it in there just to troll. So obviously I guess that played a factor. Like, why don't I just put it back to my old clan tag? But it's like, bro.
What even was your old clan tag?
Lick me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And but
I don't think people can know whether you're trolling or not. I think it's just like there's an expectation there of you being phase, being a sweat, which is kind of what you are.
That is your MO.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, how are you gonna bust my balls if I went 18-4 in search?
Oh yeah, in that specific case, it's not. You can't.
It wasn't applicable. Like, homie.
The point
like
was moot.
I purposely went out of my way to sweat my dick off, and I showed you. If you want to make fun of the name, like, yeah, I'll do that, and you're still gonna come at me for it. I was like, bro, I think, all right. You know how people want to like sign to orgs for like obviously like the fame, the money, whatever, the fucking clout that you get. This is just sound fucked up. I want to sign to an org so I can have that in my name, and then when they try to make fun of it, I'll just be like, no, but I actually am.
Yeah, look it up.
In this, yeah, like
look it up, bitch.
Go ahead, look me up. Yeah, like fuck you. Like you know what? Keep the money. Just give me the name for now. That's all. That's all.
Phase Chooch.
Phase Chooch. I don't know if they would accept the name or not. They might be like, oh, it sounds like Cooch.
Face Crispy Sock.
Face Crispy. There's already a Crispy on the internet, so I can't really.
Yeah,
Kenny,
he's a pretty big YouTuber.
Yeah, and Kenny didn't even fucking tell me when I was making my name until like after I was already streaming. Like, oh, well, you can't be really. You can't
because your name was Crispy Socks, not Crispy.
Well, I couldn't be Crispy because there was already a Crispy.
So be Socks.
Hey, it could have been Socks.
Just Phase Socks.
Yeah. Or better than Phase Chooch.
I get a piece of their sock sales. That's all I want.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, some weird fucking shit with this stuff, man. That's why recently, like, so there was this period where obviously Caldera sucked. So going from like Warzone, and then since Caldera sucks, we're like, shit, let's go back to Search and dabble in Rebirth. But now, like, Search has gotten just so even worse, toxic, and annoying that I'm like falling back into Rebirth, because you only hear a split 2-second window of toxic from the enemy team, and then like the odds of you getting them again, are likely, but not likely in the match if you don't get a team wipe, but like very unlikely thereafter. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play Rebirth. It's like it's more rewarding when you win, and like I said, you don't have to hear the enemy team be toxic. Yes, they have a mute button. I get it, but that's not Call of Duty. You want to hear enough for you to laugh, but not enough to be like, okay, this is fucking irritating at this point.
Yeah.
It's
I think
fine
that's
balance.
the fun of search is getting to hear the other team. But it's like a coin toss whether you get a good team or a bad team. And it's not even like a bad team, it's just like one guy on the other team that decides to be like a douchebag.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like it's just done from there because he's just gonna get that energy is just gonna follow through the whole time.
That's
And
why
you gotta fight him
Valorant's
on
so
that.
much better.
Hell yeah. That's if the,
You don't have to deal with the other team talking.
yeah, unless you get someone on your own team that's a douchebag and thinks he's better than everyone. We get
Which happens.
that happens a lot. So
Yeah.
I think people are more vocal on Valorant and like wanting to make plays and my motherfucker.
I froze.
He froze in the most weird position.
Dude, honestly, I'm probably gonna be house sitting for my mom in like a month, and I'm probably gonna end up downloading Valorant on my brother's computer and just
Right.
fucking around and playing it.
It's definitely a hard game, but it's as soon as you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. Like all the abilities and stuff like that.
Does he actually have a computer or a laptop?
No, it's an actual like gaming PC.
Nice. Yeah,
He probably already has
Yeah.
it downloaded, to be honest.
He don't. All he plays is fucking Fortnite.
Younger brother?
Yeah, he's 16.
The Valorant is just so much more interesting to me. Like we're playing Rebirth, and it just seems like RNG, like as to whether or not you kill somebody, because there's just so many people everywhere. There's not enough. You can't take in everything and like make a decision. Like shit is just happening, and it's like I don't know. With Valorant, you can actually like.
That's because you're used to the slower gameplay like Valorant than you are with COD, which is like fast paced all the time.
Not as fast paced, but COD can be like demoralizing. You know?
Yeah.
Like you get killed in a way, like there's just too many variables. And it's not balanced. Again, like there's how many times where it's like, oh, he has a PPSH or whatever. And
Is that PP?
with the incendiary rounds. Incendiary rounds?
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do. Like some people are just overpowered and there's nothing you can do.
Dude, that's what pisses me off now is they literally labeled the PPSH as a hip fire submachine gun.
Yeah, you showed me that last night, right?
Yeah, it was either last night or the night before, and it's fucking stupid.
Literally, yeah, it was a ground loot gun, and it says hip fire SMG. That's disgusting. That Call of Duty's literally just saying, like, hey, yeah, you don't even got to aim this bitch. Just go around kill people. It was a gold PPSH. Incendiary rounds, all that, whatever. I was like, I don't know. It's almost like whoever's running Activision's like gun moderating. It's like they're a troll or something.
There is no one. Like that's the thing. Like
Well,
Call of
yeah,
Duty
that's fair,
it's not balanced. Call of Duty is not that like there's no type of balance in the game, and there's no attempt for balance. Like even the maps aren't. Like I don't even think the Call of Duty maps are designed at all. Let aside like game design. Like they're just designed to look a certain way, but not to actually play a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's no map balancing.
There's no map balancing. There's no gun balancing. No like utility balancing. Like
you know what's weird though? Like I remember when the AMAX was like meta. I don't know if you guys remember this the same way, but nobody was bitching about Call of Duty being unbalanced during the AMAX meta time. The AMAX, AMAX, AMAX.
Oh,
the gun that I usually use in search.
Yeah, during that time, it was almost like nobody was complaining about
when was
the game being probably like I would say 3 months before Verdansk ended, maybe longer. I'm gonna say 3 months before Verdansk ended.
I was like in the beginning of fucking Warzone.
No. Bro, the AMAX wasn't a huge thing until after the Bruin, after the DMR, after the fucking
It was
Graw.
as soon as the AMAX got put into the game because it wasn't part of the original game.
Either way, It was the most. So it was an balanced Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people said, this was the most balanced Call of Duty's ever been. Is when the AMAX was the meta.
Warzone or
Warzone.
just Warzone?
Yeah.
Because we can agree that a base game, search and destroy, like the levels, this game has the worst levels of any Call of Duty, bar none. Like there's two good. Pick a what's a good map for search, or what's a good map?
I like
Backlot.
Backlot's an old one.
Backlot's,
yeah, those are old ones.
That's original. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the old ones that they put in are fantastic.
No. I'm
Shoot
thinking
House
of the
is
one,
fine.
The fucking
Shoot House sucks cock. What do you mean?
The one with Burning Barn.
But it's like medium size, so it's like
I like Candor Hideout. I like the fuck's Burning Barn?
Burning Barn?
The burning building? It's a barn?
Oh, that
Holy.
yeah, mill? Something mill?
So
I think it's
Sawmill.
Sounds
Have
alright.
like that.
Yeah.
I like
Sounds alright.
Sawmill, yeah. That one's pretty good. Is Cheshire Park an old one, right?
No.
No?
think that-
Cheshire Park isn't.
Modern Warfare. This is Modern Warfare.
I'm just saying most of the maps have terrible
Actually, no.
design.
No, listen, I agree with you, and now I'm thinking about it. The spawn.
Like think about
nades are
Piccadilly,
really
like
bad this
holy
one.
shit, like again, like
Oh, you don't say.
but it's a map made to just look a certain way. Like they're just throwing buses all around, and the interiors. Like this game has a lot of interiors.
You're thinking of Piccadilly with all those fucking buses.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah,
Oh,
He said
well,
I said
Cheshire.
Piccadilly.
no, he said
Um,
Piccadilly.
I heard Cheshire.
But there's that other map that's also got the buses that go across, like the long one.
Cheshire.
Was that the one?
No,
And there's
No.
Cheshire has like
There's,
one bus.
a little
Not
restaurant
even a bus.
in the
No,
middle.
there's one bus.
There's a
Wait,
a pool house in the one side.
Oh.
And there's like A bomb and B bomb.
Oh,
Did
river on one side, and then
St. Petrograd.
Petrograd.
Yeah.
Terrible map. Awful map.
Really?
Yeah, because of all the interior, like all the windows, all the
With
sight
extra
lines.
shit.
Like the whole middle part is a kill box, and like there's the whole fucking road.
There's literally 3 different entry points onto A bomb site from their side alone,
Mhm.
which is top window. You have the arch, and then you have the doorway, and then B bomb site is fucked. I mean, you can get shot from any direction there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I can agree. Yes, but I don't know. I mean,
Whereas
there's
in Valorant, the maps are designed for the gameplay, or in like Halo, or in lots of other games where the visual of it is an afterthought, or it's not really an afterthought, but it's secondary to how the map
gameplay.
feels, how the map flows, sight lines, balance in general. Like you need the map to also play a part in balance, not just the weapons and what you can do. Well,
Yeah,
Call of Duty
I
just goes
agree.
fuck that, and you can't take into account all these different sight lines and stuff. It's just RNG.
Like,
Okay,
you just
just-
left.
You left a little while ago.
Yeah. I was actually looking at Nintendo gamers in Russia just got locked out of digital game purchases.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of
Really?
stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
or like
That's a weird one.
Netflix. Like Netflix got banned in Russia or something like that, or they
Like-
took it off. There's a lot of like gaming stuff.
Oh, Blazers got called into work.
Damn.
But yeah, they're doing a lot of things with like banning stuff like in Russia. Like it got so fucking it's getting
Yeah.
obnoxious to the point where there's this thing called federal no, not federal. It's like some kind of cat show or some shit, right? Like you know how like, you have dog shows and they like best in breed. They have the same thing but with cats,
Uh-huh.
and they banned all Russian cats.
What?
Well, did you see the Olympians?
Why?
The Russian Olympians got banned.
They already got banned once for cheating. So what the fuck's the point of banning them again?
Right.
Well, they didn't get banned. Sorry, they got disqualified for the rest of the Olympics.
Well, they
Which
got banned, but then they were still in the Olympics somehow through like
Because they weren't Russia. It was
some Russian a committee or something like that.
Something, yeah. They went under a different name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody so my dad asked me what do you think? Do you think that's like fair? And I actually said, yeah. The way that Russia's acting, I know the Olympians didn't have anything to do with it, but there's no way that you should be able to be in a war that you started and then bring home a gold medal. No, suck my ass. You're done. You're disqualified. You're not bringing home a gold medal back to your country. You are disqualified. Nobody wants you to get a gold medal because your country is causing all these problems. You can't play fair, or you can't play you can't play nice with everyone. Get the fuck out. End of story. Like,
wow. Not only did Nintendo do that, but Activision Blizzard and Epic Games halt sales of games in Russia. Microsoft suspends sales in Russia, including Xbox hardware and games.
why don't they just shut down Russian servers?
I think their economy is kind of like crashing right now because nobody wants to fucking do shit with them.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I was talking to Joey about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we had social media back in World War II era,
right,
things would have went a lot differently. And this
Yeah.
is like this is like perfect example of how it's going differently. Because you wouldn't have like all these videos you have on TikTok and like people, like just civilians getting outraged about it. It would just become another war that no one would know what's going on.
Right.
You know, you wouldn't have like random gaming companies be pulling out of Russia. It would just everything would like continue on as a civilian. But because we have social media and it's bringing all this like bullshit to life, people are like, yeah, we're not dealing with that crap.
But do you think that like politics should be like intertwined with like, because now like again like Microsoft, like a gaming company, is getting political here. Where
they've always been political. Every gaming company's always been political in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
There's always politics running bigger companies.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what's weird too? Did you guys see the I didn't even know this, but Verdansk, the buildings in Verdansk are actually like a decent amount of them are like modeled after buildings that were in, I think, Ukraine, or is it Russia? I think it's Ukraine.
Yeah.
You didn't see like those like the bank that you always see in Verdansk, the multiple banks that are around there. That is an actual building.
Verdansk left so long ago.
The pool. What about the pool building? Remember the big ass pool?
Yeah, that was part. I think that was actually part of Chernobyl. That pool.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. But yeah, Chernobyl is one place I actually wanted to visit there. But at the same time, I was talking to Nomo about it, and he said there's there's shit like what do you call it? Nuclear waste holes where like you'll be like walking and then there'll be like like obviously the ground, some parts of the ground aren't really like settled or whatever. So you can be walking, step, and then like your foot just literally land in nuclear waste.
Because on the ground?
Yeah, like just on the ground. Like it'll be like,
dangerous.
Yeah. But they do tours and shit like that. Obviously they stick to like a strict, you can go here, you can go there, done.
Well, it's not radioactive anymore, right?
Yeah, it is.
A little bit, right? Well, do you have to wear something to get in there?
Yes, it's enough where you can't go into certain parts. You have to wear PPE or PPP, whatever gear. You have to be wearing a whatever the radon tester or whatever it's called, the thing that picks up radioactive. You have to be wearing that, and I think it's like 0.3 is okay limit. But there is like this one thing that they call the claw of death or something like that, or the claw. Yeah, so it's called the claw of death. And like there's this girl on TikTok, I think I ended up following her. She is a Ukrainian Chernobyl tour guide, and she does all these videos, and it's like really fucking cool. And somebody asked about the claw of death, so she went up to it. And it's literally like a claw, like you would see on a crane, just a fucking claw,
Mhm.
and she puts the thing inside of it, and like I said, 0.3 is like your limit where it's like still good to be like whatever, like you're chilling. And when she put it in there, I think it spiked to like 15 or something like that, or something like 10 or something like a crazy amount.
Yeah,
So that's why they call it the claw of death, is because it's like
because
it's
you
just
don't
a
want to touch that.
it's like radioactive as fuck. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that another thing that I found weird is like Russia actually ended up going through Chernobyl. Like that was like the first place that they went through was
Yeah.
the what do they call it, the exclusion zone, I think. And I was like, that's kind of fucking weird. Like, why would you go through the nuclear? I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's not inhabitant. It's not inhabitant. Inhabitated.
Inhabit
Dude,
Habited?
Habited.
I just
Inhabited.
remember
yeah.
that being like one of my favorite maps on Modern Warfare. Remember that map, Joe? The fucking with the 2 buildings and
The
there
Ferris
was like
wheel.
there was like a courtyard and a Ferris wheel in the
Oh.
background that you couldn't go
Yeah.
to.
That was COD 4?
I think it was Modern Warfare
Warfare
4,
2?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it
like
was
that
like
map too.
50,000 people used to live here, and now it's a ghost town. That one?
She made a video with that intro.
Did
Like
she?
like the identical like intro, like when you're loading into the map, she like kind of like recreated it with that sound over. It was like I
That's
said,
dope.
yeah, like you should look her up. I'll see if I can pull up her TikTok and send it to you guys. Like it's actually like really interesting shit. And like she like bro, like there's so like you're not supposed to be there, like unless I guess you're like permitted. And like I said, she works for a tour company for that place in specific. But bro, it's crazy. Like the wildlife there is like coming back. And like they did like this test. Like they're like, oh, the dog's radioactive. There's like a lot of loose dogs out there, which is kind of scary because if there's
Yeah.
still radioactive shit, like they could eat something, drink something,
Yeah.
and it's kind of fucked. But anyways,
They probably
so they
shouldn't
held
let them
the
in.
what?
You probably shouldn't let them. Probably should gate it off or something for the animals.
Well,
I don't know.
it's a huge fucking area, so it's hard to
Yeah.
get every animal out. Or there's horses running around now in
Mhm.
Chernobyl. There's foxes, stuff like that. But the dogs, they held the radon tester to it, and they held it to themselves, and then they held it to the dog, and it read the
Mhm.
same thing. Like they're like yeah, like they're fine, stuff like that or whatever. But it's like interesting to see everything coming back. And there was also a forest there. It was fucking beautiful. I forget the burning forest or something like that, or it was literally a forest that would just be like just amazing foliage during the one part of the year or whatever. And obviously now because of that, it's not like that anymore. It's all fucked up. But yeah, that's one place I always wanted to like kind of go see.
So like, I haven't been really following too much of the war because it's just like changing every day. It's just like, and keeping up with it is kind of depressing. Like, I don't want to, I'd rather just watch some fucking cartoons, But
Yeah.
do we think? Because I hear World War III talks, and whether or not it's already started. Yeah, what do we think? World War III on the verge, or is this just like Russia, Ukraine? That's it.
I honestly think that it's not going to go past like what it's at now. I honestly think with all these companies pulling out of Russia, that Russia's going to actually throw up a white flag because they're going to run out of resources. And hopefully that happens soon, but I mean, it could be fucking years before that happens.
The only issue that I saw too, and it's fucked up the way I found out about it, and then I looked into it because I was like, no way, this is real. Some kid made a TikTok. I'm gonna reenact the
You on
TikTok for you
TikTok
guys.
a
You
lot.
get
You on the TikTok?
bro, TikTok. So it's fucked up. I find TikToks that people make memes out of news situations, and then I'm like, oh my god, is that a real thing? And then I look up articles and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
holy shit, it is real. They're just making satire out of it.
Yeah.
But this one kid, he made a video, and he walks through the door, and like just a name pops up, right? And his name was Russia. And then he looks over on the couch, and there's Ukraine. And he looks at me, he goes, this, and he takes the thing out of his hand, he goes, this is mine now. Ukraine's like, hey, you can't do that. And then he looks over, and then it's NATO sitting next to him. He's like, he can't do that, right? And NATO's like, absolutely not. Yeah, give that back to him. And he's like, no, I think I'm going to keep this. And then NATO looks over to their left, and it's China. And China's like, so we're just allowed to start taking things, and NATO's like, no, that's not what we're doing. And then China looks over to their left, and then they're sitting Taiwan, and China's like, sup? And Taiwan's like, how's it going? China's like, things are good, real good. And I looked it up, and China is actually starting shit with Taiwan, trying to fucking take them over.
Hmm.
So it's almost like right now China's looking at it like, oh well, since they're doing it, NATO isn't going to want to put all their shit into two places. They're going to focus on one task on hand. Let's just take this over
Yeah.
while no one's looking. It's fucked up.
Well, I see NATO not really getting involved too much, other than like the sanctions that we've done, like NATO.
$350 million in shit from America. We're part of NATO, so that's like through
Right.
NATO.
But we're
That's
not
a lot.
putting.
That's a lot.
We can't do. There's no military force being.
N-
We're not putting
I
boots on the ground.
I saw something that we did, but I don't know. I don't know if that was true or not. But I think the UK actually did.
Yeah.
I think they were like the first ones to actually help out. I could be wrong, but like I said, I saw something online that was like 8,500 or something like that. It was like a small group that was going to be going to help. But I don't know if that's going to be like those people. I don't know if they're there for like a military fighting or if that's like aid. Like if they're sending people over to aid the country.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, there's a lot of companies that are doing really cool shit. Like Airbnb, the CEO, 100,000 locations are being used as refugee
Oh,
homes
that's cool.
for Ukrainian people, and they teamed up with like the hosts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
like this never happens with the like social media and like just the way that the news is spreading. Like I don't know, because I don't know if you'd call it the war in like Afghanistan and stuff like that. I don't remember like companies taking sides like that. I don't know. But maybe that was because of 9/11 and stuff. So
That's what I'm saying. As soon as like social media gets involved, other companies see it as a fucking like
publicity stunt.
like a publicity thing. Like, oh well, if I say fuck Russia, I might get some publicity out of this shit.
yeah.
Like, for instance, I heard that Coca-Cola doesn't want to do anything, and people are like, oh, you're not gonna pull your products out of Russia. It's like,
Right.
no, who gives a fuck? What do you think they're gonna fucking be like? Oh no, we're gonna surrender. We can't get Coke products anymore. Like, no one gives a
Right.
fuck.
Here's the thing though, like the more big companies that say fuck you, I'm out, the more they'll feel it. If Amazon says, yeah, you know what, we don't want to have any business to do with you anymore.
Yeah.
That's a huge source of them getting goods in general, I'm sure. Then if you have I don't know what side they're on, but like if Syria, I know Russia has their own oil, but if I don't know, like right now we have our own oil, but we still buy from other countries for like a weird thing. But anyways, if other countries start saying, you know what, hey, yeah, we don't want to do business anymore, Russia has enough things to survive in a very dark era. There's a lot of things they would be going without.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well, they'd
yeah,
survive for
Russia,
how long? Like
a long time.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're a massive country. They have their own food supply. I'm sure they have their own like water company.
Yeah, but even
like,
then, like they're going to be secluded from the rest of the world is taking Ukraine's side, basically. So even the aftermath of them even taking Ukraine, then what? These companies have pulled out a lot of a lot of companies and a lot of like even oil and stuff like that. Everyone's pulling out. When do they expect people to pull back in? I don't think so.
That's the thing. Like maybe Putin is
Not in
thinking of
this
it like
era.
that. Like, yeah, they're ready pulling out. So what says that they're going to come back if we do stop? It's almost like he's at that point where it's like, if we stop now, it doesn't mean that they're not going to be like, you know what, you just showed your true colors. We're still pulling out.
Yeah. Oh,
So
he's committed at this point.
I don't know if it's going to get to World War III status though. Like that's.
Dude, even if they were to fucking like put up a white flag right now, things are not going to go back to what it was.
No.
Like we're still not going to get fucking oil imports from them. like other companies are still not going to give them what they want.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing they're doing is not gonna. It's only gonna hurt them, and
only
it's never
thing-
gonna change.
That's why they're committed. Like they have to go through with it, right? Because
The
even
only
if they
thing that
surrender,
Yeah.
change it-
But even if
they're
they
not gonna change
succeed,
anything.
it's not gonna do anything. They're still gonna be by themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that could change
then
it
what was the
is
point?
a new leader. A new leader in Russia would be the only thing that could change.
Well, that's not going to
Because-
happen by. That's only going to happen in a couple of ways. You know, like
Force.
by force, yeah. But I mean, but he, Putin's not going to step down or anything.
So by force.
By force,
Yeah.
coup d'état, and I'm pretty sure 90% of or 80. I don't know what the number is, but the Russian people are deciding with Putin, right?
No. Supposedly there's a big thing going on in Russia with like they don't think it's the right, like, bro, think about it. Ukraine and Russia, very similar countries if I'm not mistaken, as far as like not their everyday life, but like their aren't their languages similar?
Maybe
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Either way, they're neighbors.
asking the
That's
wrong
like
person. I don't know.
that's like us getting into a fight with like Canada.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, you're stuck with the asshole upstairs if that's who you're fighting, right?
Yeah.
Or like it's like Russia fighting them. It's like you're still stuck with you, like, I'm not calling Canada or Ukraine or Russia or any country an asshole. I'm saying like if you're viewing them as the asshole, like it's like regardless of
Right,
what happens.
But I know that because like they have banned Facebook in Russia now, and
Yep.
they're banning lots of social media, and that's just so that they can get their Russian state, news to form the narrative and propaganda and say that
They're doing the right thing.
it's state media saying that Russians on the right side, and that's what's gonna happen, and people are gonna listen and they're gonna go, oh yeah,
Well,
absolutely. Especially
I
if
don't
you
know if
can't get outside sources. Especially if they're gonna ban
So-
these kind of things.
Going back to the whole, a lot of people are in Russia are for Russia. So there was actually a video of this Russian soldier that got taken prisoner by Ukraine,
Mhm.
and Ukraine was actually treating him like a human. Like usually when you're a prisoner of war, they don't treat you very well.
No.
But there was a video of him with like a blanket over him and like a cup of soup and like some tea, and he was FaceTiming his mom. And he was telling his mom, "I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like what they're doing here. I don't like the war." And he was just basically saying like how fucking dumb it was.
Yeah.
So even like Russian soldiers are like, they're like, "Why the fuck are we doing this?" Like they're obviously only doing it because their leader told them to, but like they don't want to do it.
Right.
like I said, like in we'd be foolish not to think that they have friends in the Ukraine. Like we have friends in Canada. Like I said, it's a similar situation as far as like distance wise. You share a border.
Mhm.
So it's like you have friends, potentially family in that area.
Yeah.
And it's like yeah, like what are we doing? It's not good to go to war with any country, but it's like you're literally going to war with your neighbor. And it's happened in history before, I know, but it's like
Well, do you
at
think
what point?
like just as a general, like do you think that social media or like the way that the internet is now, like the reason we haven't had wars or like that many wars or conflicts like this is because of like what happens when you go to war is the world takes a side and companies pull out, and it's just not logistically sound to go to war because the world is watching now. Where in back in the days, you go to war, and people did not care. People had their own things to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was
I
the
don't
newspaper, there was journalism, but
No, because even Vietnam, like there was
there was
still
no TikTok.
TV. It doesn't matter. There was TV. There was all forms of news, right? Like
Yeah,
I
but
get it. The
the
social.
thing is, with news, you'll get like one side of the story. with like social media, you'll get all different perspectives of like different shit.
Right.
Like there's shit on TikTok that I see that they will never show in the news. Like I literally watched a video on TikTok of a Russian tank going straight and all of a sudden seeing another fucking passing car in Ukraine and just went like this and just ran it right over.
I saw that. Did you see the aftermath of that?
Yeah, the old man lived, but he was in critical condition, and they were like all trying to like get him out of the car and stuff. Like you're not going to see that on the news.
Casualties of war.
It was crazy. Like I mean, that type of shit shouldn't be shown on social media either. It's like kind of like that type of shit doesn't need to be seen by people's eyes. Like you don't need to be seen. They actually showed them pulling him out of the car, and he was alive. Like he was like talking or whatever. Like, but like, can you imagine? Like you just got ran over by a tank. You're stuck inside your vehicle now. People are pulling you out. It's like what? But then wasn't there also another video, Kenny, that a Russian tank was going up down a street, and then somebody like a civilian like smacked on the tank, and like told him like fuck off or something like that, and he actually turned around.
I
See
heard
that
about
one?
this. I heard about this.
Yeah. So it's like
Where he was like-
there's
Yeah.
different ones.
Yeah.
There was also a video. It wasn't a video. You like it was basically just like the comms, and you hear a Russian battle. I forget what the fuck the island was called. It was like this
Boys,
island. It was like this island off of Ukraine. And I forget what it was called, but there was 13 soldiers on this island to protect it, and it was a very small island. And a Russian uh, a Russian battleship pulls up to it, and over the comms, you hear "surrender or die," and you just hear a Ukraine guy go, "Fuck off," and then that was it, and they just open fire. So like I don't know, like you wouldn't see that shit on the news.
Yeah.
I also saw a video of a Ukrainian farmer towing or stealing a tank from Russia. I saw another video of a Russian tank being broken down, a guy pulling up next to them saying like, "Hey, you guys broke down." They're like, "Yeah, we ran out of diesel." And then he says, "I can give you a tow back to Russia." And then they like laughed. So it's like weird, bro. The dynamic is weird. It's like they're not their enemy.
No,
It's
because
like
Russian soldiers, like I said, do not want to be there. They are just following what their fucking leader told them to do.
Yeah.
then I also saw a militia in Ukraine. So like they're not military or anything like that. The guy took out his RPG and actually shot a Ukrainian vehicle that was carrying ammo and supplies and shit and blew it up. Just some civilian who's part of a militia just fucking took out his RPG and fucking.
Did you see the Ukrainians that made a bunch of Molotov cocktails?
No.
So it was actually on the Ukrainian or Russian news, and then it ended up on TikTok. But there was like maybe 30 plus people making fucking Molotov cocktails, putting fucking styrofoam, gasoline, a little bit of fucking paper in a bottle, and they would just make a shit ton of them. And when a fucking Russian tank went down the street, they just all fucking started unloading on it.
Wait, did you actually see them put styrofoam?
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually a because a Molotov is like
it's
alcohol on
napalm.
fire. Yeah.
Napalm.
That. So what happens, Arcade? Like I don't know if you're familiar with what happens with gasoline and styrofoam.
Tell me.
So it actually turns into a goo. So it's essentially napalm. So when it's lit on fire, napalm when it goes off, it's a liquid fire like that will stick to you.
Hmm.
So that's what they are making is handheld napalms essentially. It's kind of
Perfect.
insane.
Napalm grenades.
Yeah.
Cool.
Super fucking risky. That shit blows up. That shit's not coming off you. It's literally a goo that's gonna sit there and just burn away at you.
And then I hear like the UN is like charging Russia with a bunch of different like war crimes. Like a
Yeah,
bunch
but
of different
what
war
does that
crimes.
really mean though? They're not part of NATO. It's not like they're gonna get fined. They're not gonna pay it if they do.
I mean, they are paying right now, right?
Yeah, they are paying right now.
Their economy's
Their
in the trash.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's only going to go downhill from here.
Did you guys hear about the billionaires in Russia escaping to Maldives?
Nope, but I wouldn't put it past them.
So essentially, the billionaires, you look it up, like whenever you had a chance, the billionaires in Russia, they've already confiscated 3 or 5 yachts or whatever. So they're escaping to Maldives because they're the ones that are actually been giving money to Putin to fund the war. Like these billionaires are like a huge fucking
Mhm.
proponent in them being able to afford fucking some of the shit that they have. And right now, like I said, they've taken 3 so far, mega yachts, but they're all going to Maldives because Maldives is a non-extradition country. So it's kind of fucked. Just shows that maybe big money is actually behind the fucking
Well,
war. Maybe Putin
it's
Putin
definitely
himself is a fuck.
it's definitely
Well,
about the money. It's definitely about buying weapons, buying the technology to fucking like tanks, cannons, stuff like that. Like all costs money at the end of the
no,
day.
but I'm
Like
saying like maybe there's an end goal that involves them making more money.
off of the war,
Yeah.
maybe in the short term.
Yeah.
There's always going to be companies that make money off the war.
Well, yeah,
Always.
right now I'm sure the US is making money off the war. We're a huge gun manufacturer.
I don't know, because we're also like one of the leading providers for the fucking for NATO.
That's true. It's not like we're selling our guns to Russia, but
No,
Mhm.
we're not selling to Ukraine. We're giving it to
But
them.
if the billionaires are leaving, then who's gonna fund them?
They're only staying in Maldives, I guess, until shit blows over because you can't get extradited back to your country in Maldives or to the U.S. because I guess
yeah,
they would
but
get brought up on
Do
war
we think
crimes.
this is gonna last?
you
Go
don't think
ahead.
you don't think those billionaires are gonna go back to Russia and Putin's gonna fucking like have them killed?
Yeah, exactly. You don't
No,
go back.
no. They're not escaping Russia because of Russia. They're escaping Russia because they don't want to get like charged by the U.S. or anything like that to get extradited on war crimes. They're funding a terror. It's considered a terroristic attack. You're attacking a country for no damn good reason.
Yeah, and
You're not.
Putin actually said this too to the soldiers to target the fucking civilians.
Did he?
Yeah.
I have never seen that.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. He didn't say
There's
target
no
the civilians. He said he basically told them if the civilians get in the way, oh well.
Jeez.
I mean, they blew up a fucking huge chunk of that one building in Kiev, the fucking apartment
Yeah.
building.
And you literally see tanks running over fucking civilian cars. Like, yeah.
It's this shit's also weird. It's just because Ukraine was talking about joining NATO. That's what it's stemming down to. I feel like there's no way that's it.
But Russia, like as far as what I've heard is Russia would the second that Ukraine joins NATO, Russia goes to war because Russia does not want Ukraine to to join NATO.
Right, but this isn't a way to get Ukraine as an ally.
Well, they're taking
You know what
over.
I mean?
They're
Well, no,
invading.
didn't you say the reason why Putin did this was because, like you said, Ukraine was joining NATO, and then all the other surrounding countries were part of NATO.
Yeah.
So basically, they would be like on their own. They'd be surrounded by their enemy.
Yeah, Russia would have been surrounded by quote unquote their enemy. But it's fucked up. Like Putin actually had an interview. This stems back to Clinton, Bill Clinton. Back in 2000, he said, you can look up the interview if you want to. It's he said during the visit to Russia from the US president in 2000, Bill Clinton, he asked Bill Clinton, what is the United States' thoughts on Russia joining NATO? And he said the English translation was a little fucked because he said like the answer was very reserved or conserved or something like that. So like I don't know if he scoffed at it or something or didn't think he was being serious, but he said like you don't want to look at us as a friend or an ally. And then there's another weird translation. It says why an enemy. So like basically, I'm assuming it is supposed to translate to like if you're not going to be friends and allies, then you're going to look at us as an enemy. But this stems back all the way to 2000. Putin having like a grudge with, I guess him talking about joining NATO and them kind of being like, right.
I mean, Putin wants to, like bring back the Soviet Union. That's what he wants. He wants Russia to be a powerhouse again. So I don't know
Never
what
gonna happen.
taking
The
Ukraine.
hammer and the sickle.
I don't know what taking Ukraine is gonna do. Like, what is the purpose of taking Ukraine?
More land? I don't know.
Or land?
Not being surrounded by your enemy.
Yeah.
Do they have resources there? Like,
Yeah.
Russia
no, in
or
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Ukraine. There was something that Noma was telling me about. Ukraine, I think, has missiles and nukes and shit like that, or some shit. And I think Russia
Oh,
wanted
Russia's.
what?
The missiles were Russia's. I forget from when, but part of Ukraine or something like that used to be part of Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And back on some kind of war, when they pulled out of Ukraine, they left all these live missiles and nukes or whatever in that part of Ukraine. So they're saying that was part of the reason why they invaded was because Ukraine didn't want to give back those nukes. Because Ukraine said, if I give it back to you, you're just going to use it on me.
Well,
and they didn't want to give it back because of that.
Do we think Ukraine, like Russia, does Russia have nukes? Russia has nukes, right?
Yeah, I think they might have the most nukes in the world.
I thought we did.
Jesus.
No.
Do we think nuclear holocaust is upon us?
Right now.
Do you think they'll use nuclear weapons?
I have a feeling nukes are only being made just to say they have this many nukes. I don't think anyone ever wants to use them. Because, like, the only time a nuke is going to be used if someone else uses a nuke. You know? Like, no one wants to be the first person to send it out.
So you want to hear the numbers?
Go ahead.
So the world's nuclear weapons, like the stockpile, is 12,700 nuclear weapons. Russia possesses approximately 6,000 nuclear weapons. Yeah, but it says the United States has about 5,400 weapons.
Close to half.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just us and Russia, and then like probably North Korea.
I mean, because it's like the second that they
you definitely don't want North Korea with that amount.
The second that someone uses nukes, they also get nuked, right?
Yeah.
You would assume, yeah.
I think we actually have like programs in place. If there's any like kind of nuclear thing coming towards us, our nukes automatically get triggered. Or some shit like that. I know that happens with missiles.
They have a specific. I looked at like I forget if it was an interview or something like that, but it was they have a specific type of missile that like I guess we have satellites in space that would be able to take them down before they reached us. Like we have shit in place that's you have to think, bro.
If a nuke blows up in the sky,
hopefully it's over the ocean. It's gonna do damage. Yeah.
It would definitely affect the ecosystem for sure.
But like that would be hit us directly, I guess. Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. That doesn't necessarily mean that it wouldn't cause a tsunami. That's a pretty big explosion to go off.
If a nuke goes off anywhere, it's bad news.
Yeah.
Just the radiation alone is going to affect surrounding countries from wherever it fucking went off.
There's still radiation.
Isn't
like
that crazy?
I'm gonna call it radiation mist. That's allowed to even be on the Earth. Yeah.
Right. Like, how many 12,000 nukes on this planet?
Yeah.
And at any moment,
we the only country that's dropped a nuke?
Yes, I think so. Right? Yeah.
Hiroshima,
Nagasaki, Hiroshima.
Yep.
But that's because we built the nukes, right? Didn't we split the atom? Split the atom? Wasn't that America?
Oh, you mean like we founded it?
Yeah. We're splitting the atom or whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is that like it's fucked up because so if I'm thinking correctly, I think Russia is closer to Cali than it is to our side.
Oh, okay. Distance wise.
Distance wise, yeah. Distance wise, like Russia is closer to Cali than they are to like the East Coast. But it's like crazy. Like have you ever seen a reiteration or whatever it's called of a nuclear bomb that goes off? It's fucking scary. They're like, if you're within a mile of it going off, it's a guaranteed evaporation. 2 miles.
Oh, I saw that video. It's like 99% chance of death if you're within like 1 kilometer.
I'd like
Or
to see the
something like
radius
that.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, I gotta pull up the fucking like the video that I saw. I saw it on TikTok. Where'd you see it?
TikTok. I've also seen it in the past though too, and it's fucked up because didn't they use fucking like New York as the example?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of fucked because like
Well, that'd be one of the cities that'd probably be targeted. So.
yeah, they would yeah, New York
So
and
if
LA.
we
I
drop,
guess.
if a nuke was dropped over the ocean, like because that's how Godzilla was made, right?
Is
Because
it?
of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and something.
I don't know that lore.
Because he's a mutated I don't know, dragon or something like that.
Is that actually the lore behind Godzilla?
At least in the new Godzilla movies, I think.
I didn't know that. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a scary radius. Like I said, it's whatever Kenny said, like 1 kilometer. It's a guaranteed evaporation.
Yeah.
And it's like progressively going out and out and out. But it's like even like you could be like nowhere fucking near it, and you're still getting 3rd-degree burns throughout your entire body. And I think it was like 2 to 5 kilometers. The amount of heat that would come off of it is
Here.
gonna set your clothes on fire. Oh, here we go.
You there?
4-minute video.
Yeah.
It's
We
definitely
can
not-
just skip. We should just skip through it.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the greatest misconceptions about nuclear bombs is that they instantly goes off in Times Square. The moment it detonates, a white flash is visible for miles. The light is so bright that, for a moment, people as far away as Queens and Newark can't see. At the same time, scorching heat radiates outward from the explosion site, followed by a massive fireball. The core of the fireball is tens of millions of degrees, as hot as the center of the sun. There are few survivors within a half-mile radius of the blast. Buildings and vegetation in that same range ignite or char. The bomb disrupts gas lines, burns structures and power lines, and knocks out communication towers and cell phones within about 1.6 miles.
Flying glass and debris are immediate danger, so stay where you are until you're sure it's safe to move.
A colossal wave of pressure follows the fireball, traveling at the speed of sound and producing winds as fast as 500 miles per hour. All told, the explosion creates a crater 50 feet deep and a shockwave of about 3.2 miles, reaching south to Gramercy Park, north to the Met, and east and west into the Hudson. Residual pressure shatters windows, and piles of rubble as tall as 30 feet tower within a half-mile radius of Times Square. This has all happened in a matter of seconds. Meanwhile, in the days and hours after the initial explosion, a plume of fallout travels in a single direction away from the blast site. The plume could, for example, settle up the eastern seaboard, leaving radioactive dust on everything in its path. The most radioactive region of the plume could reach about 20 miles to New Rochelle. A much larger but less radioactive region of the plume, known as the hot zone, could extend about 60 miles north to Monroe, Connecticut.
Now large amounts of pulverized debris and molten earth are pulled up into the mushroom cloud. The radioactive atoms produced in the explosion join with the particles of earth and debris. The mushroom-shaped cloud forms and climbs higher.
The first pulse of radiation wreaks biological warfare at the molecular level of everyone outside or in weakly insulated buildings, altering the structure of key cellular machinery and injuring DNA, so that within minutes, people begin to feel nauseous and dizzy and begin to experience headaches and vomiting. Then, anywhere from several days and 2 weeks, symptoms of those exposed to radiation worsen. In severe cases, infected people will become delirious, emaciated, and incapacitated. In most cases, people with radiation sickness die in one of two ways. Their immune system is no longer able to fight infection, or their digestive system becomes too damaged to function. Those who survive do so by seeking shelter, ideally in a strong underground structure like a basement, a tunnel, or a parking garage. Fallout from a nuclear blast is extremely dangerous at first, but the danger decreases rapidly. Within 24 to 72 hours of the explosion, it's safe for survivors to reemerge. Theoretically, a bomb of this size would kill about 250,000 people and injure roughly 300,000 more. That's 20 times more deadly than any act of terrorism or natural disaster in all of America's history. And if in this hypothetical scenario, the bomb had been dropped from the sky instead of detonated on the ground, the number of fatalities would have soared. For context, consider this. This hypothetical scenario is a small-scale example. A larger nuke, like the 300 kiloton warheads that countries like, say, China or Russia possess, would kill at least 1.2 million and injure an additional 2 million more.
Goddamn.
All these factors must be considered as we plan for the survival of our homes, our families, and our nation in the nuclear age.
Yeah, so that's like, imagine like a larger scale nuke. 1.2. That's 3 mil. Oh look, Lakers.
You end up getting all the way there to find out that they didn't even fucking need me. Somebody else already went in.
I'll be right back. You guys talk for a little bit. I'm gonna go let my dogs out and be right back.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
it's
you,
scary.
but anytime I see like videos
It
from
is.
like from back then, like
Mhm.
from like the Cold War era, just the fucking like the voiceover guy.
He's
Just
so
like-
cool.
No, it makes me like worry.
Oh, it makes you worry, yeah. He's
This
very
is fucking
serious.
like, yeah, like the cackling of the fucking audio.
Yeah.
And you just, yeah, I don't know. It fucking
it's
freaks
like-
me out.
They don't make, I don't know if they really make videos like this anymore, like safety videos. Like we're getting
No.
it from, what is it, Newsweek or whatever it is? Like on YouTube. But we don't
Yeah.
get like to prepare everyone for what happens for if a nuke drops, you know? Like, okay, do we have, I'm sure we have nuclear shelters, right? Sure we have underground
yeah.
bunkers.
No, dude, during the Cold War, yet again, Russia,
Mhm.
when we were at war with Russia in the Cold War, there was a bunch of fucking nuclear fallouts that got built. Dude, just around our area, I've seen, because there's symbols on the buildings that are still nuclear fallouts.
Mhm.
If you ever like look at like sides of buildings and you see like the little nuclear symbol,
Yeah.
It's a fallout shelter. And there's fucking a lot of schools that have fallout shelters in it. And like churches, some churches have it, and I think hospitals. But
But how many people can that fit?
I don't fucking know, man.
How many people can fit in all our nuclear shelters?
Well, with the COVID standards, it's probably about half.
What? Yeah, 6 feet away. Sorry,
Yeah.
I mean,
Even
like,
the fallout.
imagine-
You mask.
dude. Pandemic on top of that. Yeah, that would be like, because then what do you do? Like everyone's close together. COVID fucking.
No one's giving a fuck about COVID if that shit happens. I'm telling you right now.
I guess so, but people would still die.
Bullshit. You're gonna find that one Karen that's looking at everybody going, "Are you vaccinated?"
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna be
can't
like,
be in here unless you're not vaccinated and or wearing a mask and a CDC approved guideline or something. Whatever the fuck
I'm
it
gonna
is.
be like, Karen, can you see me over by the door? And just open up the door and push her right
Push
out.
her the fuck out of the door.
See you later, bitch.
It's just crazy, man. Because, like, what is more likely that, like, the way that the world ends, right, is more likely that we blow ourselves up than anything else, right?
Yep.
And as to when that would be, I don't know, because like technology is advancing so fast. Like, are our nukes gonna get even bigger? Like, are we building more nukes right now? Is anyone building nukes?
We're always building nukes, bro.
But like here in America, we're building bigger nukes or
I don't
more
know.
nukes. Because all the nukes, like 12,000 nukes, that's the planet. If somebody wanted to get access to them, right? That's the planet dead.
Yeah. But like I said, no one, like, the only way a nuke is gonna get dropped if someone else drops the nuke.
But it takes
And that
one
first
person.
I know. And
Have you
for that
seen War
first person-
Games?
Listen,
The guy was so close.
I don't know how the first nuke is gonna get dropped, but I have a feeling the first nuke will get dropped either by accident, just like in was it the Civil War? That first bullet You know what I'm talking about? The infamous Civil War
I think I
where
know what you're talking about.
they were in like a standoff.
Yeah.
And both sides were like, "Don't shoot unless someone else shoots first." And then someone shot by accident. Like, that's what's gonna happen, basically. Someone's gonna accidentally fucking send out a nuke. I don't know how you accidentally do it because there's a lot of fucking protocols and shit to it, but
Right.
It's gonna be.
But I think there was a story of we were actually very close to sending out a nuke, but one guy stopped it because it was like a false alarm, and like there was a false alarm that a nuke had been sent or something, and I guess we wanted to retaliate, and some guy was like figured out that it was a false alarm and stopped the whole thing. So it could happen.
When was this?
I'm not sure. This is.
So I remember we had an issue with North Korea with a missile.
Yeah.
It might have been that.
Like they were testing missiles, but they were aimed at us.
I tell you what's funny is, did you hear what Joe Biden had to say on it?
No.
He said, "Oh, dude, Putin's just flat scared of me. That's why he's not attacking me."
Why us? What do you mean?
Nobody's afraid of Grandpa Joe.
No. I'm not trying to get into politics. I just think it's weird how we go from being allies with Russia.
I wouldn't really say allies.
I wouldn't say allies, but we were on to like a mutual standpoint.
Yes.
And now we're at the point to where, like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Well, there was an interview that I saw with Putin and
the one I'm talking about was in 1979
what?
during like the Cold War. The false alarm.
No, but there was like a press conference or something like that with Putin and Trump, and they were going to shake each other's hands, and fucking Putin was like didn't want to get close to him or whatever, and fucking Trump like shook his hand and like pulled him in.
Yeah.
And then shook his hand. And I think ever since then he was like kind of like, oh, this guy's like unstable, you know?
I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that Trump was a great president. I'm not saying he was a bad president. You know, like it's weird with what he did, but at the same time, like I kind of like the fact that he was like, I have the balls to do this, you know?
Yeah. He was fearless.
Yeah. Like he would say, I remember somebody saying, it might have been Kim Jong-un. He's like, "Oh, well, we'll go to war with America or something." And Trump goes, "Well, you can send a missile, but guess what? Mine's bigger."
Yeah.
And
but if Trump was in office like right now, and this shit happened, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, man.
Honestly, I don't think this would have happened because
I don't know.
Putin actually was like kind of afraid of Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he would actually come back at him.
Well, no, because Trump was very unstable. Like a lot of these politicians now are like basically brainwashed by like their cabinet, and they'll listen to them. But Trump had his own mindset, and he's just like, "I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do," and that's why Putin was like, he didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. He was very what's the word I'm looking for?
Hesitant.
No, Trump was very not questionable. I forget the fucking word for it. When you don't know what someone's gonna do.
A wild card, like unstable, like
Yeah, sure. He was kind of like a wild card. Like you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. He could, pat you in the back one day and shoot you in the back the next. Like you don't know. It's a scary thought, bro. The fucking
it is
that thing can things can just go sideways.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, like not in America, but I have a bad feeling that something's gonna happen
because of this.
Like because of all the shit going on right now. Like I feel something majorly bad is gonna happen.
Like what? Like what?
So you know how Russia's already been sending like attacks and shit on them?
On Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if it stretches past Ukraine.
See,
Like
this
if
is
it
what I'm.
stretches like
This is what we're talking
5
about.
or
Like,
6 different places,
how does
you know.
World War III start? Is something
Well,
like
we're
this.
figuring it out.
Well, right now, if it goes past Ukraine, then we're gonna start like going full tilt.
Yeah, but do they have the resources? If the resources are already getting depleted during this, do they have the resources to fucking go past Ukraine?
Well, you also got to look at Putin as more like a dictator than you do a president. He's not going to give a fuck if he's got the resources. He's going to try to push that shit to the fucking last drop.
You need, sure, but then what do you have left? What do you have left for a counterattack? You can't spend all your resources.
That's the thing. I don't think he really thinks that far ahead, to be honest. He looks more like a guy that like is trying to get it done and trying to get it done quickly, and try to like I don't see him having a defense.
100%. That's probably his mindset, and that's probably like what he's telling everybody is just get it fucking done. I don't care. Just get it done. But reality is something else, which is how many soldiers do you have? How many tanks do you have? How far do we have to spread our armies to fucking take over shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? They could start drafting kids over in fucking Russia.
Why?
Because Putin's a fucking crazy douche.
Well, then
yeah.
Could be.
I mean, fuck, Iraq
I don't
did
know. Did they?
Dude, you see all these fucking like there's movies on like groups of soldiers will be out in the desert. I don't know if it was Iran or Iraq. But
well, kids. I define what age. Definitely not children.
No, it was like a kid. Like a kid would come up to like a fucking convoy, and a lot of the times soldiers aren't going to kill kids. Like it's just like it's not like morally right.
Right.
But a kid came up, took a grenade, and just dropped it right in front of the convoy.
But I don't know if they were drafted.
No, they weren't drafted.
More like
they were probably
manipulated. More like
You go drop this grenade. I'll give you some Starburst.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it for a Sour Patch Kid.
I don't know, man. Really.
It's just weird to see how we went from that to now what everybody's going through.
Yeah. Shit can go south real easy.
You know what I never understood?
Tell me.
Like, how do they keep track of like the rules of war? You know what I mean? Like one of the rules of war is like you're not supposed to shoot people that are parachuting in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not supposed to shoot paratroopers.
Right.
That's like one of the main rules. And how do you keep track of that?
I mean, I guess if somebody sees it.
Yeah, but like, who the fuck is gonna say anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are they gonna do? Just walk out and yell, "Time!
Somebody
You cheated! You shot him out of the sky."
I mean, in this day and age, somebody might radio or somebody might find out, and then, I mean, it becomes more of a diplomatic kind of thing, where it's just like you broke the rules of war. And
or you can be like Joey in the war and just try to quick scope the guy out of the air.
360 off a building.
360 slide cancel around.
But
I just don't see how
unwritten.
people.
I don't the rules of are these written rules, or this is like an unwritten rule?
Well,
written rules.
Given that there's war crimes, I'm sure.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fucking written. I don't know. I don't see like. I don't know. I hear some fucked up stories about shit that like not just our soldiers but other countries' soldiers do.
Yeah.
Like there's no way for our country or any other country to keep track of everything.
No. But
the rules of war, or international humanitarian law as it's known formally, are a set of international rules that set out what can and cannot be done during an armed conflict.
You know what's funny? That's like getting into like a bar fight and be like, all right, couple rules.
But when we're like, but because like back in the days, I think they were like when people would be in rows, right, with their fucking muskets, and you know everyone would shoot and then take turns, right? That kind of war, like those are rules. That's like honor in a war. Nowadays, it's more like fucking AC-130 inbound and drone strikes and like militias. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
think
more like robotic shit.
the rules of war have changed 100%.
See,
So
why can't we just have like Putin and the Ukraine president 1v1 on Rust, snipers only, and just call it a fucking day?
Because Biden would forget how to use the fucking gun.
yeah. Well, I've heard this thing where if technology advanced to a point where a computer could calculate who would win in a war, and the computer would basically figure it out for everybody, and we just get it over with on the computer, and we decide the victor right there
without any casualties.
They could just predict.
Yeah, and then you have like one of the leaders of the country go, "It cheated! It cheated!"
Yeah.
We go in anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have hacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, what stops someone from hacking the program? Even
right.
Bro, even Anonymous supposedly shut down the Russian government's website and a few other things. Like they're actually like doing
that.
shit. Yeah.
People are getting involved. So it's just crazy.
Yeah. And I respect that. It's like, like it's scary to think that Anonymous, if they were bad, they could do some fucking damage.
I mean, they're anarchists. They take no side.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the thing that's kind of scary too. Is that they're not like for the good. They're not for the bad. They're whoever they want to be. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that like their views always line up with the good guys. But either way,
who are the good guys? Like good or bad? Like
right. I mean, I
blurred
think
line.
I think Ukraine probably right now is considered the good guy.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So it's like that's what I mean. But like for them, it's not like they're sanctioned by anyone. Like nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
So they could have chose Russia's side.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird.
That's a good song though, Blurred Lines.
That was the fuck's her name? Emily Ratajkowski. That was like I think one of her like big breakout moments.
Yeah.
Her being topless in that.
And I think like
say what now?
I think very recently she said she like
he's gonna go watch the video.
She regretted doing it or something like that. Very recently she came out and said I shouldn't have done it or something like that. Now that she's
now that she has all the fame and the wealth, now she regrets it, right?
Or that he was being weird or something like that.
I mean, what was that guy's name?
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah.
Robin Thicke.
Yeah. If you made one song and then dipped off the face of the earth.
Hey. Is that really?
No, he he judges on like The Masked Singer or some shit now.
Good.
Wait, the song that you just sang, that's
is that something else? Isn't that Blurred Lines?
No. That's like a newer song, though. Hey.
No.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So I got a keyboard, a custom keyboard.
And you broke it?
And it comes with like these switches. And I was trying to figure out how to dismantle it so I can like, it comes with this thing called lube.
G-lube.
So I was trying to figure out how to dismantle the switch. And it's like this little fucking, like a little piece, right?
Looks like popcorn.
And it breaks into 4 different pieces. That's even smaller. One of them's a spring. And now I can't get it back together.
What is it for?
Like a key switch. Like underneath your fucking, like the W, there's like a little switch.
Oh, so it won't press. Like.
Yeah, without the
switch.
That. It won't. Yeah, it needs that. Yeah.
Why are you playing with that?
Because I'm trying to figure out how to fucking put it, like, take it apart and put it back together so I can lube up my keycaps and make my keyboard
It's
even
not a
better.
Rubik's Cube. What do you need to lube up your keyboard for?
I don't know. It's a thing. I don't know. I asked the guy at Micro Center, and he's like, "Oh yeah, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. You gotta lube up them keycaps." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
I've never heard of someone lubing up their keyboard.
This new keyboard though is fucking nice.
Yeah.
I think Chute should really get one. Then you won't hear the fucking clickety clacks.
No click.
No, I'm hoping. Actually, there's something to share on the podcast. Me potentially being scammed by a person who's on Teen Mom OG. Did I go over that last time?
I heard about this. No,
Did
not in the
but did I
podcast.
go on
No.
the podcast? I probably shouldn't, because just in case, like, you never know. You never know. This could be.
Slander.
As I say, this could be the podcast that takes off, and then I
What,
get
did you get
sued,
sued?
and then yeah, for slander. So yeah,
Don't,
we'll see.
don't out him. Don't say his fucking name. You can tell a story, just don't say his name.
I guess. So bought something on eBay.
Immediately.
No, I didn't. I'm trying to think of his name. All right, I remember it. But either way, bought a new mic on eBay. Has the mixer, the cloud lifter, the wires, all this type of shit, right? So ended up buying it. The kid canceled my order right when I was paying. Like, I was paying within the the first 30 seconds of ordering it, saying, "Oh, someone's gonna pay me $1,300 for this." And I was like, "No one's gonna pay you an extra $800 if you have it listed for $5." And he originally had it pickup only, but I told him, "Would you ship it?" He said, "Yeah." So he like switched the listing, whatever. I was like, "Whatever, dude." I was like, "Just cancel it out then." Week later, I messaged him saying, "Hey, do you still have it? Like, did the guy end up buying?" He's like, "No, he's just dicking me around. Fuck it, I'll sell it to you." He wanted to go through PayPal, and I said, "No, fuck that. Like, I need to go through eBay. This way I get insurance that, like, you're not trying to scam me." And, he was like, "I'm not trying to scam you. I'm on TV." And I'm like, what? Like, who? Like, he ended up making a new eBay account, and then, like, following me on social media and sending me the link so I can buy it real quick. But I was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "Unless you want to stay anonymous." And then he said who he was. And yeah, just Teen Mom OG. That's all I can really say. Is been over 3 weeks now. He said he's sending it tomorrow. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, then I'm just gonna there's gonna be some issues. Just fucking call MTV and be like, "Yeah, just send me the shit." But yeah, it's pretty fucked. Been waiting over 3 weeks for this shit. Bro, it's like it's the mic, the mixer, the fucking cloud lifter, everything. The only thing I need to buy is
It's all-
literally the
It's all like in one thing, or is it like these are separate things?
it's one listing. It's all of his shit that he's selling. But like I said, I don't know. It's just fucking weird. It's weird shit. But I'm hoping tomorrow he actually ends up sending it, giving me tracking information. Because bro, it's an insane deal. Like, the retail value of the shit I'm buying is $2,000. Like, the mixer alone is $1,100. So if I can get it, I paid $470. Like, with shipping, I think it was like 5 and change.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. But it's used shit, but it was what?
I typed in custom keycaps because I was curious of like what I could get. Look at this.
Why? Why does it say cute keycap too?
What the fuck is
What
this?
the fuck is this?
Oh, what the fuck? This
This
is
is
not
like
the-
one of the first. This is like one of the first things that
This is
popped
not
up.
the first thing that popped up. There's no
It
fucking
was one
way.
of the first fucking things that
It
popped
says
up.
cute PP.
Look, I clicked on this. I was
Like,
like,
these
oh,
are cool.
that's like it looks like Gengar. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. And then I scroll up, I see fucking sexy manga girl,
Wait, go to that one.
and I see cartoon keycaps, and I was like, those look like
Wait.
penises with faces on them.
Yeah. But how is
And
this
then
like something you use? Like, how do you press the button? Like,
They're mostly for like escape keys or like the F keys, but like, what is this?
Are you gonna have to blur this? Like, what?
Well, no, there's nothing showing. Maybe the penis.
oh wait, he's not.
You might
He's not
actually
wearing
have
a
to.
top. He's not wearing a top.
Yeah, but it's blocked by her elbows.
Okay, fine. Who
I don't know if
made
I'll
this?
Weeb?
Oh, let me see that review. Excellent keyback and excellent service. Use again. Recommend.
Why do you give a
People
2-star
people
rating?
like
then?
it.
He gave a 2-star
He gave it
rating
a
on
2-star.
Yeah, with an awesome review.
Like some of them were cool, and then I saw like that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? But yeah, like I was interested in fucking like finding like keycaps
And he's
because
like, and
I
now
literally
I'm not.
I typed in this. I typed in custom keycaps. I was like, oh, Sandblast is acrylic keycap box. Okay.
That's right
Penis.
there. Wait, let me see the reviews. Let me see the reviews for that one.
For penis? I absolutely love these keycaps. They barely sit above my XDA key
Wrong
set.
one.
This Gengar Resign key. What is?
I guess that's the
Gengar?
shop. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's just the shop reviews. See, it says 346 shop reviews.
If I want to see the penis one.
So hold on, see if you can sort that. Go to sort, Kenny.
Sort by.
Sort by recommended. See if you can sort by product.
Nope,
No.
newest.
See if they're the newest one. Maybe you're lucky.
No.
No.
Whatever.
Cat paws.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
People are creative.
That's what you call it? That's what you call it?
Is that creativity, or
I
is
would
that
have
just
never in a million years thought.
Like this is cool.
That
It's
is
cool.
really cool.
Yeah. Like they're like 3D models of like I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I get that like an escape key or something, you know, because you know where the escape key is, like
top right?
Yeah, true.
Those are pretty dope.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these are pretty cool, but and then you see penis, and you're like, okay, maybe not so much.
That'd be a cool one for like the space bar and shit like that too. All the stuff that you know
penis?
where it is.
Yeah.
The penis.
Is that how long yours is?
You can just go like this and play, and then you can just be like, oh.
Well, the space bar one, I already know what I want to get. They make a like Pokemon battling, like it's a 3D model of like two Pokemon battling. And I was like, I want that as my space bar. I think that'd be cool.
Cool.
It's gotta be Charmander and Squirtle.
Charmander.
No, it's gonna be Charizard versus Mewtwo, or Dragonite. Dragonite versus Mewtwo.
Is that even a part of the lore that happens?
In the first
There's a lore?
movie?
What do you mean? There's a manga, isn't there?
I mean, Mewtwo versus everyone in the movie.
It might be. I don't remember the movie that well. Pokemon back in the day was dope, but
yeah,
I haven't
original
caught up with anything new.
Yeah, now they're like, they'll have a picture. They'll have like this and put arms on and be like, Blassamon.
Yo, there's so many Pokemon. There's so
actually, I mean,
Evolventy
I mean, there's one called
Chandelier.
Well, yeah, there's one called Chandelier. It's literally a chandelier, and the other one was called the garbage one.
Cookie Monster.
You know what I'm talking about, Jim?
I don't.
Trash
Man. Rubbish.
Oh, Rubbish.
Yeah, Rubbish. Yeah. It's literally the name is Rubbish.
Yeah, it's a little trash bag monster or some shit.
See Rubbish.
And then there's another one that's like a teacup.
Type in Chandelier Pokemon.
From the
it's Chandelier. Chandelier. It's literally a fucking chandelier.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
But like, you know what I mean? They run out of ideas.
Oh wait.
And then Litwick is literally a candle.
So they're personifications of inanimate objects.
Yeah, they're running out of
ideas.
But
then they're also animal. What is the limit? What is the criteria for you to become a Pokemon?
Have a catchy name. I'm telling you, give it another few years. Maybe Glassymon and Canamon will be a thing, and then Charmon is their final form.
Charmond.
Jarumon. Jarmander. Canmander, and then Glassmander.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool, right?
Yeah, that's sick. Is that Kyorgi or Kyogre?
I don't know. I never played. Kyogre, I think, is the whale.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what the red guy's name is.
Hold on. What's his name? No,
I think it's someone else.
No, it's something. Tyranitar.
Nope.
Yes.
I think it's someone else. But yeah, like these Pokemon keycaps are pretty fucking dope. Like, look at the
Cool.
fucking Gengar one for your escape key.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Big glows in the dark. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice this.
Oh, that's so cool.
The Pokemon cartridges has it.
Yeah.
Arcade needs to get a custom one and get a whole bunch of different arcade games.
Look at that, Joe.
That's sick.
That looks great.
You should get that for like your up, down, left, right keys. Do you have those?
Yes, I have those on my keyboard, but why?
Why not? You know.
See how much they are? They're $35 a keycap.
Damn. No, wait. Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Unless I get all
three for
unless I get all
70.
4 for $80.
But then
I guess that's where the that's where they
That's
get you.
ridiculous. I'm not paying 80. Maybe.
Is that
But-
Gengar? Just one
Yeah.
Gengar?
A $3 Gengar. I'll 100% buy a fucking $3 Gengar one.
It
As
doesn't
my
look like good
escape key.
quality.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, he had a better one here. Where was
That's
it?
only $3.
This one.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
See, it's like clear. And it kind of just sits there. But why would you put it as your fucking H key?
This way it hits every time you're typing.
Like, at least put it as your G key for Gengar.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying actually.
It makes so much sense.
Like, if you're gonna put it anywhere else besides your escape key, G.
Why Gengar as your escape key?
Because it looks cool. I don't know. I was just looking at Pokemon ones, and I thought that was cool. I mean, he's got other cool shit in here too, though. But
Oh, it's just a Pokeball.
what, this?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
there's
kinda
a dog
shitty.
shit.
Yeah.
Go back to the other page. Off.
Trying to get off.
Lame.
You have the exit out of that, no? Just go back to the regular page. Do you see the space bar? What is
Took a
that?
hoodie.
Is that all the stars?
Oh, that one. Yeah. On top of the hoodie.
This one?
It's all the starters.
That's
Charmander,
pretty
Pikachu,
sick.
Bulbasaur. Yeah,
That's
that's
fucking lit.
a cool one. I don't like what they did with Bulbasaur's fucking ball sack here, though.
What?
What
Oh,
are you talking about?
It's a pink fucking bloom. I don't like that. It's green usually, and they made it pink.
is it?
Yes. Look at, why does Pikachu look like he has like Down syndrome? What is
You know,
that?
the more I look at it, the less good it looks. But
It almost looks like a mime.
from far away, it'll look dope.
It almost looks like Ditto trying to play as Pikachu.
Well, actually, I need to see the above. It all matters about what it looks like from above. See, that doesn't look bad from far. The above kind of, eh.
$100.
Oh, never mind. Look at the price.
$100.
Yeah, fuck that. $100 for a fucking space bar.
You have to
Does look
realize
kinda
how
good.
much work goes into that.
Yeah.
I know, it is really cool though.
That's a disgusting amount of work. Setting each thing, that's a lot.
I know, and you could have done a lot better work too.
Yeah, they
Yeah, the
had
ones-
loads
For the
in
amount of
stock.
for the amount of time you put into it, you could have
Yeah.
done a little better. Just saying.
That's a lot of work. I don't know.
Yeah. I definitely gotta buy some though. And then he's got like this, like
What is that?
that's
Oh, is that
fucking
an actual skull?
Cubone.
yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
Cubone's
but-
fucking skull or Marowak. I don't know which one it is. I think it's Cubone.
Is it a mask?
Can you put it on?
Good. I don't know. Could be big enough, I guess.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Oh wow, small, medium, large. I guess you could.
Nope.
6 inches.
Never
I guess
mind.
it's just
Put it on your dick.
Yeah, for my dick tip.
You call it Cubone.
You want to come over here and see my Cuboner?
There you go. Go back up.
What? Where?
Red, blue, silver, and gold Pokemon, $15. Unless that's each.
This one?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know where your cursor is.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, those look pretty good.
I only like the red and the blue one though,
Why?
because those are the only ones I really played. I didn't play gold and silver. To be honest, they're kind of thick looking too. Look at that.
Same size as the key.
They thickies. Yeah, definitely gotta look into this shit though, because it definitely has some cool shit.
I guess we
Etsy,
lost.
bro.
I guess we lost Blakers again.
I mean, we're at the fucking 2-hour mark anyway, so we can just fucking call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
This was dysfunctional.
yeah, this is a dysfunctional podcast.
Yeah.
You know, hosts going in and out left and right. A lot of cool topics that we talked about, so kind of dope. But hopefully, you know, we'll have some new guests within the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
And you guys got anything?
Stay tuned for the game show idea.
Yeah, that one's gonna be cool.
If you want to be part of the game show, I'll be linking it in the Discord with more details on it. So if you're not part of the Discord, join up. Put that in the link, I guess, in the bio. Or description, whatever.
Make sure to check out our social medias. Keep up to date with us. Pop in, introduce yourself, and yeah. Arcade, anything?
You said it.
Said it. Perfect. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
That was a fun one.